Fest in Sendai, Japan, and I am so excited because we have so many great shinies to hunt for today. Now, as you can see, there is nothing here because it is 9:07 and this goes live at 9:30. But earlier this morning, we had a ton of Ultra Beast raids and we got pretty lucky. Isn't that right, Taxi? Yeah! 2048. You're the one, right? Please. Oh, it is the one. Yes! Oh, we finally got it. It's such a beautiful looking shiny too. Let's Pinat Berry this thing. It's not good, but that's fine. If we get lucky friends with anybody here, I will gladly lucky reroll this thing. And hopefully it'll have the background. That would be really awesome. But I think it was like 20 something raids. It wasn't that many. But Necrozma, do you? No, he doesn't have the background. Darn. But such a beautiful shiny. Look at that. Honestly, I didn't know how it was gonna look until we finally got it, but it's actually pretty darn solid. It reflects really well. And we get a back-to-back shiny Necrozma. All right, they're starting to fire off, and this one is way better, 2079. This one could potentially have 15 attack, which would be really nice, but in the end of the day, it's still a little off from 2104, but you never know. Could be pretty decent. And this one got a background. Awesome. Now let's do a quick IV check. 15 attack, there we go. 15, 11, 14, I will take that. So yeah, 2 shiny Necrozmas back-to-back, pretty darn exciting. But we're now 1 minute away from the event starting, so I'm gonna use Spatial Rend real quick because I wanna get as many unknown encounters as possible. Usually during these events, the first 2 minutes, that's when we see unknowns, and then afterwards, it's all the other spawns for the event. And a huge target is that shiny question mark unknown. I really wanna see that. But it's now officially 9:30, so hopefully things will spawn in soon. And there we go, it's loaded in, and I don't see a single unknown, so that's interesting. But I think we're in the sky habitat right now. Oh wait, no, there's an unknown right over there. An unknown Y, that's pretty cool. And there is a Molga, brand new shiny potential. Really want to get my hands on one of those because we only need one to be done with the set. But that is quite strange that we have absolutely no like unknown 2-minute time. That's very interesting. And there's also a wild Espeon here. It's not shiny, unfortunately, but they are not only just in raids. You can get them in the wild as well. That is just crazy, man. And also we have Professor Willow here. Let's see what he wants us to do. This will be from our shadow, so if you're going to Madrid or New York, pay attention to this because it will be pretty much the same minus a few little things here and there. So for page 1, we have to catch 10 Pokemon, use an incense, that one's gonna be difficult, and make 10 nice throws. And then with that, we'll be done. And just like that, page 1 of 6 is done. Let's claim the incenses, the lucky eggs, and of course the Pokeballs. And it looks like we get an encounter for the final reward, so that's great. We get berries, we get an incubator, and we get an encounter with the Eevee. Pretty cool. We would want a 459 because it is a research-based one, so good luck. Hopefully you get yourself a Shundo of that. That would be really cool. And for page 2 of 6, Spark is telling us we need to spend 5 Pokestops in the Moonbrook habitat. We also need to take a snapshot of a Pokemon we caught in the Moonbrook habitat, and then we have to spin in the Sky habitat and take a picture in the Sky habitat too, so pretty easy stuff. So unfortunately, my AR is acting up, but I did manage to get one of the Pokemon out and take a picture, and sure enough, there we go. We have the Rotom. Now, that should spawn a Rotom in here, and I do believe they can be shiny, so we'll see what happens. It would be cool if we got one, but that's not a shiny. Basically, it would turn a dark red, and I believe that the electricity is always a yellow color, but nonetheless, pretty cool to get ourselves a Heat Rotom, and it's pretty tiny as well. So I learned something interesting. We're now in the Sky biome, and I'm with my buddy. If we take a picture, we get the Rotom anyways, and I think it counts for the Sky habitat. Yeah, so you don't even have to use their AR feature if you don't want to. Just bring your buddy out. Very happy that's a thing, because my phone does not handle their AR very well, but it also doesn't handle getting shinies either. First shiny of the event off the incense is a shiny Espeon with the scarf. Very happy. Like, there's a lot of things here that I kind of don't need, so I'm glad that it was something that I really wanted, because I believe, again, these will be showing up during Worldwide from Tier 3 raids, but if you go to the in-person events, they're apparently there, and we didn't know this. At least I didn't know it. I can't speak for everybody. But anyways, let's take a look at this guy. Is it a Shundo? It's definitely not, but it doesn't matter. 14,512. That is so awesome. Glad that we got that. We just need the Umbreon. And of course, we want to get the Pikachu and the Eevee. I've been clicking on a few of them, but haven't seen any. And there's also a pink Oricorio that I really want to get. And now page 2 of 6 is done. Like I said, taking these pictures and spinning these stops, it's going to be the same in all the other locations, but obviously it's going to be the different biomes in Madrid and New York. But anywho though, let's claim the candies. I think that was Basculin candy. Are we getting a Basculin from this? I sure hope not, but yeah, we are. I don't even think these can be shiny. And this encounter, I think, is with an Oricorio. Not shiny, sadly. Oh, I want this so bad. And for the final rewards, we get some raspberries, some pineapple berries, and an encounter with a Klefki. Very cool. 800 exactly. I think that's kind of bad. Just for fun, we'll check the 800. Yeah, it's a 10, 13, 12. But we also have an Emolga that just spawned. That isn't it. And now let's move on, and we have Blanche here, which is pretty cool. Let's see what they want us to do. Spin 5 stops and gyms in the Star Parade habitat. We also have to take a picture in there and then do the same in the Lake Garden habitat. Very easy. Okay, very interesting. It looks like the unknowns did switch over this time, and I think somebody said there was a question question mark, but I don't see it anywhere. I'm looking though. I see an H, I see a few things. I see an N and a Y. No question mark, unfortunately. Hopefully we'll be able to see one of those. I really want that. There's a Y. Wait, did you get one?
Yeah.
Is it shiny?
Yeah.
Oh, you got the shiny what? Oh, no way. Well, look who got the shiny question mark unknown immediately. Wow. How's it feel?
Great.
Feel good?
Yeah.
And here's our second shiny of the day, a shiny Noibat. These things have been showing up a lot during events lately. Like they've been in air adventure events, Go Fest, and I've seen them in a few city safaris as well. Still cool to get it though. This is our second shiny and it's actually 10 right now. So we've honestly only gotten 2 shinies this whole time. Here's hoping it gets a little better. And also this would be great, but it's not. And here we have 7 7-kilometer eggs. These do have exclusive things in Go Fest, including I believe the pink Oricorio, but there's also Basculin. I don't think that can be shiny. Still a regional though, which is kind of fun. This is an Emolga. Those are in there. Want to get that. Number 2 is a Klefki. You can also hatch yourself a Hundo. There's no shinies during this event. Probably I'll have to wait till Kalos Tour. But this one is the Eevee. Next up, we got a Pancham. Also, apparently Larvesta can be in here, which is interesting. Yeah, I mean, like, they're still very rare, but they are in here. And then this one is a Panpour. Wow, did not expect that. And real quick, we'll just go through the IVs and see if we got anything crazy, but it's looking like a no. No idea why these things love me so much, but I will take them because I know people that really want to get their hands on these, especially my buddies that don't really like to raid too much and they're not going to any of the in-person events. This will be good to give to them, obviously. If we can catch it, this is a big one. 2796. That is a massive Espeon. Hopefully it's a good one. I wouldn't mind a really good one, like, of anything really. I'd gladly take a Shundo of anything, but this is admittedly pretty good. So here we go, right here, right now. Shundo. Well, 15 attack. And now we've got page 3 of 6 done. Let's claim the Pancham candy, so we're clearly getting that and a Panpour, so we're getting 2 Pans. This one is going to be not a shiny Panpour, and this one right here is going to be a Pancham. Very cool. And now we're getting a super incubator, some pine nut berries, and another encounter, this time with a tiny Eevee. That's kind of fun. 427. And now we've got my favorite, Candela. She's chilling and hanging out with us. And what does Candela want us to do? Hatch an egg, catch 15 Pokemon, and make 3 great throws. And I think we might get Marshadow on this one. I could be wrong, but it's usually page 4 or 5. Got a shiny unknown here. 920 CP, not bad. Did you get the 920s? Oh, wow, nice. Congrats, man.
Let's take a look at that thing. Was it good though?
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not. It's
Middle finger.
It's fantastic, fantastic. Well, now that you know what it looks like, I could just stop recording. Well, I'm really glad that I just did that bathroom stop because, yeah, we have a shiny Emolga in the bathroom. Awesome. Very happy with that. Here I was thinking, nah, you could hold it. No, don't hold it. Go to the bathroom. You get shinies in there. It's just guaranteed. If you go to any live event or are you just doing the global event, go to the bathroom. You'll get a shiny. But will it be a good shiny? Haha. Wow, actually, yes. 12, 15, 12. That is awesome. That's a really good one for our first ever shiny Emolga. And now page 4 of 6 is done. So let's claim the balls, the dust, and the XP. Then we get our final encounter rewards of some golden raspberries, some silver pineapple berries. And again, this could be Marshadow, but it might not be. So it's definitely loading in a Marshadow. I could probably guarantee this is the Marshadow. Yep, there we go. Very, very cool. And I love that they do these animations. That is so insane. Now there we have our Marshadow in the back there, followed up with an Alolan Executor making its way over. And a really cool thing is what's gonna happen is that he's gonna show up inside of the shadow. That is so freaking cool. I love this so much. I want them to do this more often, you know what I mean? Like, and I'd love them to do it for just like a costume Pokemon, like for our fashion events or something like that. But anyways, let's throw the ball at this thing. So we got a great curve, loved getting that. And then after one shake, it breaks out like usual. So now we got to throw again. This time we get another great curveball throw. I probably should have megaed a ghost or a fighting type, so I'm not gonna get a ton of XLs here, but at least on this one, we are going to catch it. So boom, great curveball yet again. We are now guaranteed to catch this thing. 1, 2, and 3, we got our Marshadow in Pokemon Go. And this is actually my first ever Marshadow, period, like at all. I've never gotten one in the main series games. This is the first one. But here we go. It is now registered to the dex. Very, very neat. And we got ourselves a 1577. That is 22 off the Hundo. So that's not terrible, all things considered. But let's see it. It's a 14, 11, 15. All things considered, not bad. Very happy with that. I don't know if I'm gonna max this one, but it does have use in the future for things like PvP. So never know, we might do it. And now we're back to Professor Willow, and let's see what he wants us to do here. We have to do something that we already did. Awesome. Earn a 2024 Stardust and power up the Marshadow. All right, well, I guess we'll do that. We'll just power him up by 1 point. It's interesting. They've never actually forced us to do that in the past, so kind of weird. But as you can see there, when it attacks, it does change green, which is really cool. And now 5 of 6 is done. Let's claim these pieces. Let's get some candies and some XP. And we're going to get a Marshadow t-shirt. That's exciting. We get some stickers, we get ourselves some candies, and we get the Marshadow t-shirt. And now for the final page, we have to make a new friend friend, send 3 gifts to friends, and trade a Pokemon 3 times. We can get this done pretty soon, but I mean, I'm not gonna rush it. Well, very happy to say we finally got that shiny Eevee with one of the crowns. We still need to get the Pikachus with the sun and the moon, but it feels good to get these slowly done with. But you know what? Actually, no, let's get this in a Pokeball, you know? Like, these aren't that hard to catch. It's kind of worth doing it in a Pokeball. 1, 2, 3. Easy enough, but I'm happy to get them, you know? Like, the best part about getting these is we don't have to worry about it in Madrid or in New York. So this one is a 455 neat, but we are currently in the biome that is kind of my least favorite. We're trying to go around and still get more of those Oricorios. Both the Sensu and the Pau style are here, and they are spawning, and they're not that bad, though they haven't been spawning a ton. I've instanced a couple, and you can get the pink one in research, but anyways, enough blabbing. Let's keep grinding. I also completely forgot that the collection challenges are done, so this is the Star Parade. No idea what we get for it. Hopefully it's not another Pancham. Oh, later apparently. Uh-oh, well, let's click on it now. It's a Pancham, cool. Well, then I'm going to assume that this is going to be a Panpour here, since this is the whole Lake Guardian one. Yep, I was right. I think the Sky Arena was the pink Oricorio, so we might get lucky here. I would really love that. So, well, I was right, but it wasn't the shiny. And apparently the Hundo is 1000 CP. And then we've got the Mountain Brook here, and the Mountain Brook is going to be giving us the Basculin, and it's tiny. I luckily get to see this batch of eggs, which is nice. The last one hatched off screen, but none of them were really good at all. So hopefully we'll hatch a shiny. Number 2 is a Pancham. I'd say out of everything, what I really want is that Oricorio. Like, I feel like that's the best thing, but I wouldn't mind a Sun Eevee, and I haven't seen a single Pikachu, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the Pikachu doesn't come out of these. And this one, Klefki, I also wouldn't mind hatching a Hundo of that. Next up, we've got another Eevee. This one is another Eevee. Okay, a lot of Eevees in this batch. Followed up by another Klefki, and then we've got ourselves a Pancham. Now let's take a look at them and see what we got here, but I don't think I saw anything too crazy. Let's just keep digging, and yes, no Hundo. Got ourselves another shiny Emolga. I'm glad that this one's starting to like us a little bit, but the upside to this one as well is that we don't have to worry about an evolution or anything. It's literally just a one-time thing. And then the incense provides us with the Pau style shiny Oricorio. This thing is beautiful. Now this is the one that shows up at all of the Go Fests, admittedly, so this one is not the big goal, but I'm happy that we got it. Now we don't have to worry about it in any of the other events, but we still want the Sensu style, and it looks amazing, and I hope to show you guys soon, but just really glad we got this one. And let's see how good it is. Not at all. 701, but there's also another one here, so can we back-to-back it? No, we cannot, but at least we got the one. Okay, we're about 11 minutes away from the unknown hour, and I did find myself a wild shiny Petilil here, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold off. As you can tell, it's not anything but a wild spawn, and hopefully it won't despawn, because if it does, then we're just going to lose out on a potential shiny unknown. But it also could be the question mark, and I really want that. It's officially 12 now, which means we should be seeing unknowns, and there they are, and it looks like mine turned into a shiny N unknown. Still cool, but not the question mark we were looking for. We're gonna keep walking, we're gonna see if we can get it, but unfortunately, we only got like 2 minutes, and they're not the most common. Well, I'm happy to say we did finally get this shiny Lapras. This is the costumed shiny Pokemon that's been showing up for this Go Fest. We have had this in the past for some sort of water festival, so it is kind of interesting that we basically just got it again. I don't really understand the mentality behind it, besides that Sendai is in the Miyagi prefecture, and Lapras is the prefectural mascot. So it kind of makes sense, even though Madrid and New York, it makes no sense at all, but nonetheless, it's still kind of fun to get it. And a shiny Lunatone, very cool. Do love the blue-eyed moon. It's a nice shiny all in all. I remember this one took me a while to get my hands on. I want to say it was like a Safari Zone or something like that when we finally got it, but maybe this one's good. Who knows? It's not. 10, 14, 9. I mean, all things considered, it's not bad. Now, the incense has been hooking us up a lot, which is great. Now, shiny Pancham's pretty cool. We've already finished this set like forever ago, but I mean, it's still fun to be able to actually incense these. We don't really get this kind of opportunity often, and I think this is the first time that it's been wild spawning and shiny eligible, but maybe it's useful. It's not. And the Moon Crown set is officially complete. We've got 2 Eevees, a single Pikachu. So far, the Sun Crowns hate us, but I'm glad the Moon Crowns are done, and admittedly, I think that the Moon Crowns look better. I like that deep blue. It looks really nice. I'm definitely not biased because I actually finally got my hands on these things. No, it's better. Anywho, 171, not bad. 12, 9, 11. We have a shiny Hitmontop here. Not gonna catch it though, because we are 3 minutes away. We might be able to get ourselves a question mark shiny unknown. It is now time for them to switch over, but they don't want to do it just yet. And I see the Hitmontop, and it turned into a Y. Ah, man. All right, well, hopefully we'll be able to find that question mark, but we have to start moving. And there's the shiny Sun Pikachu. Now we just got to get the Sun Eevee and the Moon Umbreon, and we're done with all these costume shinies. Feels good. Feels real good. We've made a lot of good progress, and this is just the park experience. Afterwards, we have the whole city. So funny story. Randy and I just realized that we were lucky friends. We didn't even know.
No, we were raiding all day today.
Had no clue. So we're gonna do shiny Necrozma. Unfortunately, this doesn't have the background, but it doesn't matter. And what we want is 2104. So, I mean, I'm down, you know, we could get a good one. That would be insane if we did, because this might be the one I use for the fusion energy whenever we end up getting that, but I think we're gonna get that soon. But I got a 2075 and he got 2073. Alrighty, well, 15, 12, 12, 13, 12, 15. All right, well, you know what? It's a lucky one. I'll hold on to it, but thanks for the trade, Brody.
Problem.
Appreciate you. And who knows, maybe we'll get to do that again. But also, it's getting very close to the end, so we're gonna have to click on some stuff last minute here, and then we gotta head out. And just before the end, we got it. Shiny Sinsu Oricorio. This was a huge goal, and I'm just so glad it's over. But I mean, look at that thing. It's so good, right? Like, the only better one is the red one from Europe, which turns all black. It's fantastic. And we're gonna try to get that in Madrid, so definitely make sure if you haven't subscribed already to do so, because we're going for that shiny living dex. But also, well, we're not going for those kind of IVs, but it's fine. That usually happens a lot. We've got about like 2 minutes before the park is officially closed to us, and then it opens to the next round of people. But page 6 is done, so let's just claim every one of them before we head out there. So we're getting all those candies and all that stuff. And then the final rewards are 10 Marshadow XLs, which is great, an XL rare candy, and we're going to get ourselves in a Lola greeting pose, which is kind of cool. And for fun, let's put that pose on and see what it looks like. I think that's it right there. Neat. Yeah. Kind of fun. Why not? We'll just keep that on. And it looks like the next special research begins. We got Ree here, and let's see what Ree wants us to do. Ree wants us to spend 10 Pokestops or gems, use an incense, and then catch 24 Pokemon. It looks like we're getting Furfuru candy, so I'm assuming that's going to be a Furfuru encounter. We're now back in the city, and we've finished page 1 of 5, so let's get that incense, the Pokeballs, and the XP. And then we get Furfuru candy, so I'm assuming that we're gonna get a Furfuru here. Yeah, we got a Furfuru. This one's not the Hundo. I think you want 905. And now we skip what Ree is saying, and we have to choose between radar tuning Emolga or radar tuning Event Eevee. Weird. I guess I'll go with Eevee instead of Emolga. Yeah, pick this branch, and the radar will be focused on Eevee wearing Sun Crown or Moon Crown. Actually, I still need the Sun Crown, so this works out. Let's do that. So now we have to catch 6 Eevee wearing a Sun or Moon Crown, change a Furfuru trim, and then earn 3 hearts with your buddy. Might as well change this one into the Japanese exclusive trim, even though apparently we can't do that. It's only Matrim and our Dandy. Weird. Either way, let's just change it, even though we are in Japan and should be able to do the Kabuki style. 9 more eggs. Let's see what we get from them, even though I think I have everything in them that I wanted. So we'll just power through these as fast as possible. Maybe we'll get something good here, but so far we got a Panpour, another Panpour as well. This one's gonna be a Pancham, followed up by a Sun Crown Eevee. Still need that one. This one's gonna be an Oricorio. Don't need it, but I'd love to see it. This one, Klefki. This one right here is another Panpour. And that is everything. Let's take a quick scan through and see what we saw, but I'm not seeing anything too crazy. Oh no, never mind. There was a Hundo Pancham. Okay, I'll take that. We're gonna take a quick lunch break at Ichiran. This is like one of my favorite Japanese ramen spaces, and luckily it's pretty quick too, so it shouldn't take that long, and there's tons of lures here. That ramen was fantastic, and we got enough Eevees while sitting there to finish page 2 of 5, so let's just claim all this stuff. Doesn't look like any encounters on this one, which is kind of sad, but it is what it is. Now we have to choose between basking in the Radiance or hiding in the Umbra. I would imagine that whichever one of these we choose is going to give us either a Solgaleo or a Lunala, and I have 2 Solgaleo, so I'm actually going to go with Lunala this time. Yes. Choose this path and get tasks leading to an encounter with Lunala, the moon Pokemon. Why not? Let's do it. I think that'd be kind of fun. And the best part is, I think this is going to happen in Madrid as well, so we could just go for Solgaleo then. But anyways, we have to catch 10 different species of Pokemon, complete 3 field research tasks, and walk 1 whole kilometer. Page 3 of 5 is done. Let's get the Pineapps, the Ultras, and the Max Potions. And then we'll get the Premium Battle Passes, Golden Raspberries, and an encounter with the Lunala. Wow, that's crazy. 1696, no idea if this is good or not, but the fact that we got a Wild Lunala is so crazy. And also, I really should not have used a freaking Golden on this. Don't even know why I did that. Unfortunately, it is kind of far away, but we did hit an excellent, so 1, 2, and 3. Cool. Caught it on the first ball. Technically, that hit. And hopefully it's a good one. It'd be really cool if it was, and it came with a background too. That's freaking awesome. Let's take a look. It is a 15, 10, 10. Sure, whatever. I'll take it. 15 attack. And now, after Reed's done talking, we move on to page 4 of 5. Power up a Pokemon 5 times, battle in 3 raids, and then earn 800 dust. And we've been doing that all day. And now page 4 of 5 is done. Let's claim the XP, the max revives, and the dust. And we've been getting some really cool encounters. I'd love to know what this is going to be. It's a Necrozma. Very cool. 2065. Again, I think that, wait, that is interesting though. This is a level 15 one because it's a research one, so I actually don't know if this is good or not. So maybe 2065 is good. I'd like it to be, but it's not. Yeah, this is level 20. That's so weird. Anywho, doesn't matter. We got a Necrozma. That's fun. And now for the final page, what are we gonna have to do, Ree? We're gonna have to hatch 2 eggs, spin at 20 Pokestops or gems, and then complete 10 field research tasks, and that's when we get our, looks like lunar fusion energy. That's actually really cool, but it looks like I'm not gonna get solar. It looks like I only get lunar. Took a little bit, but we finally got another shiny Necrozma, and this one is weather boosted, but again, you want a 2630. This one's kinda off, but I'm still glad to get it. Maybe we'll get the background, but now that we caught it, it does not have the background. Oh well, it is what it is. And a 15, 10, 12. I don't freaking believe this. And I got a very happy person next to me when I got it. Thank you so much.
There's no envy at all, I promise. There's nothing.
Not even a little bit.
You literally said it right before it happened.
I was like, it's not gonna happen, but sure enough.
We had like 30 seconds left of unknowns, like, this question mark shiny's not happening, and then I just hear him go, oh, and I'm like, oh, of course, must be nice.
Well, hey, that's the last one we needed.
There you go.
We're done. Very happy that this finally happened. We got the shiny circuitry. Honestly, we're only missing a small handful of things from this event, and I could say that we're pretty much done when it comes down to what I need. I still need the Umbreon, and I think the Eevee with the Sun Hat and Flabebe, but other than that, we have been really just killing it. These IVs aren't great, but I will lucky trade this in the future, and sadly no backgrounds, but we still have, what, 3 more days to try to get one? I just got a 2104 Necrozma. This is the Hundo. But will it be blue? No, it won't be blue, but this is the 100%. Oh my god, I'm so happy to see it. Now we just gotta try to hit a good throw on it, and that was a terrible throw. We're starting off great, man. Starting off great, but yeah, we didn't catch it. I should probably put you guys down. All right, let's do this thing. We throw the ball, get an excellent this time. So glad that we got this Hundo. To be honest with you, I don't even know if I'm gonna do a shiny or the Hundo as our like fusion dex entry. Probably gonna do the shiny more than likely, but you never know with these things. I might change my mind, but I'm glad to get the Hundo, obviously. All right, let's try this again. Excellent curveball throw. Please, buddy. I'm gonna use the Master Ball if we don't get this thing by the end, or we can critical it. Awesome, good stuff. Thank you. I'm so happy right now. Congratulations. But does it have the backgrounds? It does not. Oh man, that sucks. But it is a Hundo from Japan. That is super cool. Man, I just can't believe we just got this thing. Very happy, because this is gonna be a very good either Duskmane or Dawn Wings. Like, it's good to have this. And now Go Fest is officially over, but there's something we have to do, and that's claim page 5 of 5 here, so let's get ourselves that XP. We get the star pieces as well, and the lures. And with this final bit here, we're going to get Lunar Fusion Energy, which is super cool. Sadly, we can only use it for 1 fusion. We can't use any more of it, and we don't get more of it until, like, the future. And usually I love to do shinies, but this Hundo is really speaking to me. I mean, look at this. We actually got the Hundo. So I'm thinking the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna power this thing up all the way to level 50. It becomes a 4163. There we go. Hundo Necrozma maxed out all the way. But now that we've done this, it's now time to turn it into a Dawn Wings. I usually do shiny dex entries with it, but this is a Hundo dex entry. Let's do it. I have 2 Lunalids. We might as well, and this animation looks so cool. It is so awesome. Look at that. And now we have a Hundo of this thing, which is even better. And there it is. Ooh, that actually looks really cool. The Fusion Dex. That's very, very interesting with the sparkles and everything. But as you can see, it becomes a 4634, and it has Moongeist Beam, which is amazing. It looks like there's no special abilities for these just yet, even though there was some in the code, but doesn't matter. Psycho Cut and Moongeist Beam is literally the best move for this. And it's good that we have this, because now when we fight even more Necrozmas, we have the best thing to use against it, basically. So yeah, would have shown you a shiny fusion, but I think a Hundo fusion is even better personally. But speaking of shinies, we did okay. 32 shinies. That's not bad at all. We got both the Sun and the Moon Pikachu, and both female, which is cool. I like the heart-shaped tail. But we also got a Doduo, 2 Staryus, a Lapras. We got 2 Moon Eevees. Sadly, no Sun one. Hopefully, we'll get that later. 3 Espeons, but no Umbreon. Hopefully, we'll get that Umbreon. But not only that, we also got the unknowns, including the question mark. I still cannot believe we got this. This is one of the rarest Pokemon in the game, and I love that we got it. But not only that, we got a Remoraid, a Hitmontop that's level 1, 2 Lunatones, 2 Emolgas, which is great, Frillish, 2 Panchams, Noibat, 2 Oricorios, both that I needed, so we now have these 2 for the shiny living dex, and this one looks really good. I love the Sensu style, but the Pawu style looks good too. And then we got a Cutie Fly, a Xurkitree, and 3 Necrozmas, and we did re-roll 1, but sadly it didn't turn out that great, but luckily in Madrid, I have a ton of people I will be doing lucky trades with, and I'm pretty much exclusively going to be doing these. But yeah, all in all, fantastic first day. Very happy. A lot of our goals were met, not all of them, but we have 3 more days. So on that note, don't forget to smash that subscribe button for me, show me some love, and let me know in the comments down below. Out of everything I got today, which one would you have wanted the most? And if you're really enjoying the content and you want to see even more of it, I highly suggest this video over here. But with that being said, I'll see you in the next one.